So moving right along, I want to show you how to start making a cool design with all this. So I've got my layers palette up and I got my tools up and I'm going to change the colors and do some things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the video before this because I'm not going to go over it again in this one. All right, so I'm going to start by creating a new layer. All right, and I'm going to go to my selection tool, which is right here. And let me show you the beauty of the selection tool. This one only has two. There actually are more selection tools here. So for example, there's a polygonal, the lasso tool, and the magnetic lasso tool. I'm not going to show you all of them right now, but those are the primary selection tools that we're going to use today. And I'm working on a new layer. I'm going to make layer 1 invisible just to make this very clear. And I'm going to go ahead and mouse down and drag, and I'm going to create like a rectangle, right? And I'm going to grab my fill bucket tool. And you would think that when I fill this, it fills everything in, but it'll only fill in the selection. And whatever color this is will be the color this is. So if this is red, this will be red. If it's green, it'll be green, etc., etc. You get the idea. So there's my fill bucket. And now that I have that, I can click this and I can move this around and put this wherever I want to. Pretty easy, right? Again, I'm going to create a new layer. Now I still have a selection here. I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to go to Select, Deselect, or Command D. Either will work. And you see that the marching ants are gone. The selection is gone. So now I'm working on layer 2 or layer 3, and I'm going to call this layer, let's call it blue circle. All right, just for clarity's sake. And watch this. I'm going to come over here, go to the elliptical marquee tool. Now if I just mouse down and drag, I can create an ellipse. But little trick, if you hold down the shift key, you get a perfect circle. So there's my circle. I'm going to come over here, double click, grab the color blue of my choice, or of your choice rather, and grab the fill and click, and you see that only does it there. And what's cool about this, again, select, deselect, or Command D. Now I'm working on this layer, so if I move this around, it only grabs the blue circle and moves it around. If I click on layer 2, it only moves this one around. And I'll call this, what the heck, I'm going to call this red rectangle. How exciting. All right, let's make a couple more. So this is kind of an important tool, the polygonal lasso tool. Check it out. So new layer, let's call it, you're going to figure this out, yellow triangle. How exciting. Okay, so yellow triangle is going to get, I'm going to click, and let's make this all invisible so I'm not confused by it. Click, click, and then if it come back, here's what you're looking for. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a tiny little circle there. And what that means is if I click again, it makes a closed shape, which is what I want. So now I can go ahead and come in here and grab this awesome yellow. That looks awesome. And again, the fill bucket tool, which is, or paint bucket tool, which is the letter G. So I'm going to hit G. There we go. Yay. Select, deselect. Okay. So a couple little tricks. So far, again, I have 4 layers, right? And then with the yellow triangle, which is the one I'm working with right now, watch this. If I drag this down to the symbol, so I'm dragging the layer down, it doesn't look like anything happened, but you see how it says there's a yellow triangle and a yellow triangle copy? If I click the move tool, look at that. Look at that. I've got 2 triangles now. So you can copy layers. And another cool thing you can do, if you're on the move tool and you make sure show transform controls is selected, check this out. I can come over to a corner. Don't go to one of the middle things unless you want to like squash it, which I guess you could do. Going to the corner shrinks it all down or makes it bigger. And if you come to the corner and you go a little bit past the corner, you're going to get eventually this tool. If you go too far, it goes away, but this is the rotate tool, and watch. So I'm going to rotate my triangle. So I'm going to apply that. So obviously it looks different from the original triangle. And now check this out. Image adjustment, hue saturation. And it's only going to do this to this one layer. I love this. I'm going to change the hue. Oh, look at that. Get something I don't have yet. Let's get, that's different, right? I can also change the saturation and make it brighter, although that doesn't seem to do much. I can make it like darker or dimmer, and I could change the lightness and brightness. So, you know, definitely play around with those a little bit if you want to. Okay, so this is what I have so far is these, and when you're done, by the way, you hit the little checkbox here when you're done transforming. So this is what I have so far. And take a moment and maybe you might want to think about resizing a few of these and moving them around just so they work for you specifically. Just remember to always hit the checkbox when you're done, otherwise it's going to float. If you're resizing something like a circle and you want to keep it as a circle, you hold down the shift key and you can move it down. So there we go. And I think I don't know why. Just check, oh, forgot to hit the checkbox. think I'm going to move the circle all the way to the front, and I don't know why. Again, I just feel like it should be like at the tip of the triangle. I don't know why. All right, there we go. So that's just the start of what I'm going to show you today. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to take this in and make a really cool pattern very, very quickly from this.